We are going to review simplifying expressions. We're going to talk a little bit about combining like terms and also distributive property. That's what we've been doing the past 2 weeks, and you will have your test this Friday. So directions for the first part are to write each expression in simplest form. So looking at number 1, we notice that the 6 is right next to the parentheses. So we are going to use distributive property. So 6 is going to distribute with x, or we could also say it's going to give or it's going to multiply with x. And then it's also going to distribute or give or multiply with 1. So we have 6 times x. We have this plus, so we need to do plus, and then 6 times 1. And think of the 6 as kind of like a mailman. So 6 delivers mail to x, and 6 delivers mail to 1. So you have to make sure that you put 6 with both of the terms inside of the parentheses. All right, so always ask yourself, can you multiply? Well, I can't multiply 6 times x, so I'm just going to write 6x, or 6 times x, plus 6 times 1 is 6. I cannot combine those together because the two terms are not alike. 6x has the variable x, and 6 is a constant. It does not have a variable. So this is in simplest form. All right, number 2. 3 distributes with 2x, and 3 distributes with 5. So we have 3 times 2x plus 3 times 5. So 3 times 2 is 6x plus 3 times 5 is 15. We cannot combine those because they are not like terms, so that is in simplest form. All right, so now we are going to distribute on number 3 as well. This time we're going to distribute 3 times. So 9 distributes with 5, 9 distributes with 2x, and 9 distributes with 3y. So we have 9 times 5 plus 9 times 2x plus 9 times 3y. Almost ran out of room there. Okay, so let's go ahead and multiply. So 9 times 5 is 45 plus 9 times 2 is going to be 18x plus 9 times 3 is going to give us 27y. And we cannot combine any of those terms because none of them are alike. So we are going to box our answer because it's in simplest form. Okay, on our next expression, it doesn't look like we need to distribute. It looks like we only need to simplify this one. So I'm going to draw my lines to the left of each operation, and I'm going to draw shapes around the like terms. So 2y, I'm going to give a circle. Anything else that has a term with a y, I'm going to give it a circle. And make sure you include the plus or the minus. Okay, so that's plus 3y. Okay, now I'm going to go to the term positive 5x. So I'm going to include the plus sign there. And I also have another term with an x, negative 3y. Please don't forget to include that minus in that box there so you don't forget about it. And then my constant of 7, I'm going to give that a heart, so plus 7. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and combine. So I have 2 circles here. So 2y plus 3y is going to equal 5y. Okay, and then I also have 2 boxes. So positive 5x. Oh, and look, this is a minus here, so minus 3x is going to give me 2x. And then the heart, there's no other hearts, so I'm just going to have to add on the 7 to the expression. So altogether, I have 5y plus 2x plus 7. All right, next. Yes, on number 5, we do see parentheses, but I don't have a number outside of the parentheses to distribute. So it's kind of like I don't have that mailman to distribute mail to each of the terms on the inside. So this means I'm just going to go ahead and simplify this expression. So to the left, to the left, to the left of every operation. So I'm going to give the term with an x a circle. I have another one right here. Positive 2 1/10 x. And then I'm going to give this constant a box, don't forget the plus, and then this constant 9, don't forget a plus. Okay, so we have our 2 circles. So 5 7/10 x plus 2 1/10 x. I'm going to go ahead and put these on top of each other, line up the decimals so it's easier to add. So 7 plus 1 is 8. 5 plus 2 is 7. Bring the decimal down. So I have 7 8/10 x. Okay. Then I have 3 2/10 and 9. So 9 doesn't have a decimal, so it goes at the end, and I'm going to add a 0. So I'm going to add those. So I get 2, and then 9 plus 3 is going to give me 12. So I'm going to go ahead and do my 7 8/10 x plus 12 2/10, and that is simplified in simplest form. All right, next one we don't have to distribute, but we're going to go ahead and simplify. So we're going to combine our like terms. Okay, so I'm going to give this 8x a circle. I'm going to give this positive 3x a circle. I'm going to give my y, positive 2y, a box, and my negative 5, which is a constant, a heart. Okay, so the only thing I can combine here is the 8x plus 3x, because that's the only term that appears more than once in this expression. So I'm going to do 8x plus 3x, and we are going to get 11x. So I have 11x plus my 2y minus my 5. All right, for number 10, it looks like we are going to distribute, and we're going to distribute twice here because we have that 2 right next to the parentheses and that 4 right next to the parentheses. So we are going to do 2 distributes to 3x and 2 distributes with 3. So we are going to have 2 times 3x. Now remember, this isn't a plus in the middle of the parentheses, it's a minus. So we're going to do minus, and then 2 times the 3. All right, then we're going to bring this plus sign down, and then we're going to distribute again. 4 times x plus 4 times 3x and then minus 4x. Okay, now let's go ahead and see what we can multiply. 2 times 3 will give me 6x minus 2 times 3 will give me 6 plus 4 times x, we're just going to keep that as 4x, plus 4 times 3 is 12x, minus 4x. All right, let's go ahead and combine our like terms. So to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. All right, so I'm going to give my x's a circle. So 6x gets a circle, plus 4x gets a circle, plus 12x gets a circle, and then minus 4x gets a circle, and then my constant of -6, I'll give a box. All right, so we have a lot of circles to combine here. So we have 6x plus 4x, and that's going to equal 10x. Okay, then we can go ahead and add on that 12x, which will equal 22x. And then remember, this last one says minus 4x, so we're going to minus 4x, which is going to give me 18x. All right, and then we can't forget about our constant of minus 6, negative 6, so we're going to do 18x minus 6, and that is our answer. All right, for our next problem, we're going to distribute again. So 3 distributes with x, and 3 distributes with 2y. So we have 3 times x. We're going to plus 3 times 2y. And then we're going to bring down the plus sign. 4 distributes with x, and 4 distributes with y. So we're going to have 4 times x, and then we're going to add that plus sign, and then 4 times y. All right, so let's go ahead and multiply if we can. So 3x is going to stay 3x, plus 3 times 2 will give me 6, so 6y, plus 4x plus 4y. So let's go ahead and combine our like terms. So to the left, to the left, to the left. I'm going to give my x a circle, so 3x and plus 4x. I'll give my y's a box, so plus 6y plus 4y. And I'm going to go ahead and combine. So 3x plus 4x will give me 7x. And 6y plus 4y will give me 10y, so I'm going to add on 10y. I can't combine those two, so that is in simplest form. All right, for the next section, we're going to determine if the two expressions are equivalent, and make sure you show your work. So I have 2x plus 3x plus 4x. And I noticed right away that I can go ahead and combine some like terms there. So I'm going to go to the left, to the left. I'm going to give my 2x a circle, and I'm going to give my plus 4x a circle, and then my plus 3y is going to get a box. Well, 2x plus 4x will give me 6x, and then I am going to add on my plus 3y. So that's in simplest form. And then we notice that this other expression is already in simplest form as well. Well, if we look at both expressions, the top one has 6x and the bottom one has 8x, so no, they are not equivalent. All right, next it looks like we're going to have to distribute here. So 4 distributes with 2x and 4 distributes with 1. So we have 4 times 2x plus 4 times 1. Let's go ahead and multiply. 4 times 2 is 8, so 8x plus 4 times 1 is 4. Okay, so that is in simplest form. I cannot combine those two terms. All right, let's look at the second expression. Ooh, I see some like terms that I can combine. So I'm going to go to the left, and I'll use a different color now. So I'm going to give 4x a circle, and I'm going to give plus 4x a circle, and I'm going to give plus 4 a box. So 4x plus 4x is going to give me 8x, and then plus 4, as we notice, yes, they are equivalent because they're exactly the same. All right, and last, it looks like I'm going to need to distribute again. So 2 distributes with x and 2 distributes with 4. So 2 times x plus 2 times 4. So we have 2x plus 8. And we cannot combine those terms because they are not alike. All right, and then We then have 2x plus 4. It looks like that's already simplified, and we cannot combine those. So we have 2x plus 4 and 2x plus 8. So no, those are not equivalent.